First for quite a while, haphazardly for much longer, but officially for about 3 years. And just this past Sunday, I realized why it really works. And so I wanted to share it with you and invite you to consider, if you are using Profit First, how this might further your use of it, or if you've never considered Profit First, how you might consider it now, if you've never heard of it before, or if you've rejected it in the past, why you might want to reconsider it. So, again, my name is Amanda Neely. I'm one of the hosts here at the Wealth Wisdom Financial Podcast, Wealth Wisdom Financial Partners. Um, we're at wealthwisdomfp.com. And I just love popping on here to share little insights to brighten your week and help you bring some wealth wisdom into your day today. And Profit First is one of those pieces of wealth wisdom that we've picked up along the way. But like I said, I didn't realize the true wisdom behind it until this past Sunday. And I wanted to share it with you. Now, not everybody is a person that is active in doing what for me has been a normal Sunday experience since I was born. And I don't want you to stop watching because of this. Stick with me here. This is actually something that's more intra faith than just about my faith. So every Sunday since I was born, I've been going to a church for the most part. Little hiatus in college, of course. And I just love doing that. It starts my week off really great. And it's kind of this idea of, every Sunday, it's the first day of my week. It's starting my week with that mindset. And this past Sunday, we were doing that. We were at church. We go to Crossroads here in Cincinnati. Love them. And we were sitting there and they were talking about tithing and how you give 10% of every dollar that comes in, you give the first 10%, and how this is found all throughout the Bible. So if you're Jewish, you would see it there in the Jewish part of what we call the Bible as Christians, from Cain and Abel, the sons of Adam and Eve, and how Abel gave the first fruits and Cain gave whatever was there. Abel was seen as right with God and Cain was seen not right with God. And we all know kind of what happened from there. Can check out Genesis, I guess, if you want that. I had to read Genesis in a secular university in a humanities course. So, this Cain and Abel story is part of our culture, part of humanity. It's something that a lot of people talk about, having the curse of Cain, all through, Abraham giving an amount to Melchizedek when he received some rewards, to the Jewish law given to Moses, through, throughout, the prophets who would tell the Israelites, you need to give the tithe and God is not happy with you if you don't bring the first fruits of your labor, all those kind of things, bring it into the storehouse. Jesus talks about, it's good to give those tithes. You should not do that. And then so on and so forth. And I realized part of the, what it means to be human is this principle of the first, which Mike Michalowicz talks about in the book, Profit First, the principle of the first. But those words are literally what Chuck Mingo at Crossroads this past Sunday called tithing. It goes with the principle of the first. And I think this goes to so many areas of our lives, not just our money, not just how we run the money within our business or give tithes and offerings to the nonprofits we love to support, or how we spend the first day of our week, or it can be how we spend the first few moments of our day. What do we think of first when we wake up? What do we pour into when we're getting our day started? And I think what a lot of people sense as the chaos of their life, where they're confused, things seem haphazard. They get a lot of anxiety and overwhelm and stress. Yes, that spells chaos, confusion, haphazard, anxiety, overwhelm, and stress. Chaos, literal chaos in our lives. I think a lot of where that stems from is that we're not following the principle of the first. How do we follow the principle of the first? We decide what's a priority and we keep it a priority. So with money, it's saying, I want, maybe in the faith tradition, I want this God, I want my faith to be important to me. So I'm going to put that first in my finances. I'm going to put it first in my time. Often people of faith will, first thing when they wake up, they will study their scriptures, they will pray, they will meditate, right? I'm going to put it first in what I do. Same if your thing is maybe you love to grow in knowledge and intellect. You might put the first of your money toward professional development or learning things or buying books. And then you might put the first of your time every morning into learning something new. And I feel like a lot of Americans today just kind of go through life. They just do whatever feels good in the moment. And they don't know what is first. They don't know what is primal, has that primacy in their lives. Whether it could be faith, but it could also be something like intellectual growth or mental health or their family or whatever it is. And so we just do whatever feels good in the moment. And I think that gets us into a lot of problems. I'm guilty of that too. I'm not perfect at this. I just want to bring this out as a way to give you permission to decide what's important to you, decide what you want to have first, and to go after that. And within our businesses, what happens when we put profit first is that our business follows that. So let's go back to the faith analogy. When we put tithing first, the rest of our finances kind of follow that idea that our tithe is first, our heart related to money is in giving first, and then the rest of our money we can feel a little more freedom with, or we can kind of have it follow that. Same with when we put profit first, the profit comes first. We actually say, I'm first in my business. It's my business. I have to benefit from my business. And when we put that first, of every dollar we get, X percent goes straight to profit, then the rest of our business follows. And it changes not only our operating expenses, not only, our stress levels, all the kind of things, but it changes our heart. When we make decisions related to our business, we make decisions based on what we've put first, primarily, right? And then we consider the other factors too. When we make decisions about what our goals are going to be for next year, how we're going to spend our money, what we're going to do, because we put profit first, we consider that primarily first and foremost in all those decisions that we're making. So I hope that intrigues you. Hope that kind of highlights why profit first really works. It's because there's this part of who we are, part of our culture. I think some of these faith traditions, the reason they have things like tithing is because it connects with how we are wired as humans. The first thing that is at the top of our to-do list is what gets done. The first thing when we open the refrigerator is what gets eaten, right? We're first kind of people. And so putting profit first and having that clarity then helps with our business as we go. So if you want to learn more about profit first and how you could implement it quickly and easily, you can get the Profit First book. Highly recommend it. I have it right here on my desk. I've been reading it a lot, referring back to it, especially as we have made kind of a cliff notes, a cheat sheet for implementing what's in this book, where we've created Google Sheets where you can do some of the exercises in here in a much faster way than having to create your own spreadsheet, those kind of things. And we also have other things that we've added to the Profit First system to make it work good for us that we share. And it's all in at this link right here, wealthwisdomfp.com/profit. You got to put the www in probably. So would love for you to check that out. It's currently available complimentary if you join our Wealth Wisdom financial community, which is at a really low rate right now. And if you don't like it, it ends up not working for you, we have a 14-day, no questions asked, money back guarantee. So would love for you, if you're at all interested in Profit First and either upping your game with Profit First, with coming back to it after you've heard about it and said, yeah, one day I'd want to do that. Or if I've intrigued you to say, I rejected Profit First before, but I do feel a little bit too much chaos in my business right now. I need some clarity instead of chaos. I need some calm. Then Profit First would be the place to come back to. If you can't tell, I've got a little bit of a head cold. So, but I wanted to bring this to you, make sure that you heard what I got to hear so well and has been really inspiring to me to reconsider, what am I putting first? And this, again, can go to all areas of your life. What do you do first thing in the morning? I was thinking about, what do I do first thing after dinner when I enter family time with my family? What do I do first in my week, first in my year? All those kind of things. So be sure that you're considering that, even if you don't use Profit First, even if you're not a tither, any of those things. Look into um, this idea of, what could I put first? Because what comes first gets done, what comes last gets forgotten. That's part of who we are as people and part of how we approach the world. That's why Profit First works, is because it works with our nature, who we are, and how we operate as humans. Hope you found this helpful and inspirational. If you have, give it a thumbs up, give it a like, post something in the comments. What's your reaction here? And then obviously, of course, share it with someone else. Oh, I see there's a chat. Let's see what happens here in the chat. Oh, I think Brandon's watching and saying thanks for joining us today. Okay, chat's open. We'll continue to check it after this post. Would love to hear from you. And obviously, if you're not subscribed to our channel, please subscribe and you hit the subscribe button and then the bell so you get notifications of future lives and published videos. We've got an amazing podcast coming out tomorrow that I think you're going to absolutely love. That again is about a little bit more about Profit First, why it works, and how it can actually help you in running your business really well, but also help you just be a better version of yourself, bring more of you into your life, have more confidence, more clarity, more certainty about your financial future. So be sure you get that episode tomorrow as well. And visit this link, check it out, and I'll talk to you again soon. See ya.